Can somebody go check on these two? They're still talking shit.
Umar, how are you doing tonight, man?
Yusuf. I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
What's with his eyebrows, bro? What's going on here today?
I'm excited, man. How's your week been, man?
Man, my week's been great. I went to Ridgeway the other day. I had some great food. I mean, my tummy is full right now.
Shout out to Ridgeway. So people that don't know, Ridgeway is like 3 plazas combined together. Majority of it is all food.
I mean, majority of it is just halal food, right? That's the biggest thing to hear. And I think the halal food scene really is blown up in Mississauga, Toronto in general, I think, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this, man. Since COVID, post-COVID, there's been an explosion of restaurants in general, not just halal food, restaurants in general. I don't think you've traveled a bit around North America quite a bit, like Chicago, LA, New York. I've been to all these places, and I haven't seen it quite like this. And they're bigger cities than us too.
I mean, when you go to places like Vegas somewhere and you look for, halal spots, it's very tough. But when we go to, when I talk about going to Chicago, for example, that's one of the cities I love going to all the times. A lot of my cousins live there, a lot of family out there, shout out to my cousin Eunice.
Yeah.
But basically, what I'm saying is that, in Chicago recently, it's actually, things have actually kind of, taken off a bit. Yeah. They actually now have a little strip in Lombard area. Lombard's like the area where all the Daisies are basically in Chicago. It's a new area. It's not.
Is that near Devon Street?
No, Devon Street is actually more downtown area.
Yeah.
Lombard's actually become like the new Devon, basically, kind of taken over. There's all the Daisies live around that area. It's a whole strip. Like maybe in that strip, there's 10 different restaurants. 10 restaurants, I'm going to say, that are halal. But it's nothing compared to Ridgeway, man. Like when you look at Ridgeway, it's huge. It's huge, man. 90 restaurants, 90 halal restaurants there.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's quite a blessing, to be honest, because I was in San Diego last year, and I was with my family and everything, and the only thing I can order is handful of things over there, and it made me really truly appreciate about Toronto in general, man. It's the food scene here is completely different. It's completely on another level.
I feel like it's changed quite a lot over the last few years, right? I think what's happened is that there's a lot of investors have come around and been like, hey, you know what? In order to make money, how we're going to make money? We're going to go ahead and open up a halal restaurant. We're going to open up a restaurant in general. Restaurant business, honestly, a lot of people say that, when you go into a restaurant business, it takes a while for you to get going, whatever the case is. But our industry, our city just fuels it like crazy. So if you were to open up a restaurant, I don't see majority of the restaurants that get going, they just, they explode, man. They go big, and they just keep growing. You know what's also done that? Because it's also the social media presence, right? With TikToks, Instagrams, everything. People are going crazy with all these influencers coming out, always advertising restaurants, right?
It's also a bit overwhelming, man.
It is a wild scene there, man. Every single time I go there, I feel like it takes me 15, 20 minutes to go ahead, just figure out what to do, what to get.
Yo, same here, man. 15 minutes what to get. It takes me 10, 15 minutes to park the car. It's so rowdy. It's so crowded there, man. It's a good thing, but it's also damn, what do I eat, man? Everything is in front of me.
I get it. I do get it. But let's start from the top here. What is your top 3 restaurant choices of Ridgeway? Let's go with that.
I really like sumac.
Man, I thought Nawab's gonna be number 1. Come on, bro. You eat, breathe Nawab's all day, every time. Every time you want to go eat something, guys, you always talk about Nawab's. You don't say anything else but Nawab's, bro. Come on.
Chicken tender sandwich is good, man. I like their roll as well, and I really like their pizza as well. But it's not number 1, man. Nawab's, I love Nawab's because I think in human nature we're looking for convenience, and the fact is that it's 24 hours. Right, and
so you're telling me you go there late night, bro, at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning? That's your go-to spot?
Late night cravings, man. I can't control it, man.
Oh my god, bro! No wonder that belly of yours is starting to get up there a little bit.
You shouldn't talk. You're not gonna be in
bro.
a fitness.
I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there. Look, don't hate the fat, bro. It's getting low. It's getting low. Don't worry.
You turn some of the fat this way. You're 7 feet tall.
I'm not that tall yet, bro.
No, but I'm not talking about your height. I'm not talking about your tone, bro.
Oh, my tone is bro, don't worry. That's going to be CN Tower height soon.
Yeah. No. But overall, getting back to the question, sumac is number 1 for me.
Okay, that's I rate it.
I really like Chef G as well.
That's a very
'cause
different choice, to be
'cause
honest with you.
I come from a generation where I really value just the food itself. I mean, I'm not here to be, I as of course I'm a customer and I want you to treat me with respect and everything. I do care about that, but I just want good food and and I'll give you a good reading and I'll walk out. I'm not like there's a bit of a generation gap here where I don't really care about how the things look outside. If the food is good and is reasonably priced and you treat me well, I'll come back. So Chef G is like a little under the radar but very good restaurant, good Pakistani restaurant.
Okay. What about number 3? What's number 3? I know it's coming. Please bring it on. Bring it on, buddy. Bring it on. I know it's Nawab's.
I like the mobs, man. I like the mobs. Don't act like me and you haven't
Hey,
gone
look.
there. We haven't gone there.
I'm not gonna deny it. Nawab's is phenomenal.
What is your top
great.
3? What's your top 3?
For me personally, I think number 1 for me would be I gotta think about it here. Number 1 for me, honestly, is probably Dera Biryani, bro. Dera Biryani, that biryani slaps. Like, bro, you want some good biryani any time of day, but like before like 6, 7 p.m. because they usually run out. That's how good they are. So you gotta basically order ahead. Make sure you get that good biryani, and that veal biryani just is so good, tender, meaty juice, And then number 2 for me is probably, to be honest with you, I'm gonna think I'll go sumac.
Oh,
Sumac is
so we do
agree a little bit.
we
on
do
food.
agree on things.
Yeah, we do agree on some things. I know you don't like pineapples. I know you don't like fruits, but like we do agree on some things.
Well, I respect it, man, but like it's just that when it comes to unhealthy food like pizza, who actually puts pineapples on the pizza, man?
Bro, pineapples on pizza is so juicy and succulent. What do you mean?
Guys, please comment down below, man. Please, pineapples on pizza? Absolutely not.
What
yes
do you mean?
Or no?
Yes. Let me get all the yeses in the comments, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
But let me go back to my point here. Number 3. So I would say number 1 is Dera. Number 2 is sumac. Number 3, to be honest, like it's gonna be, I'm gonna say GC Burger, man. GC Burger has a good burger. People would be surprised how good that burger is. Like it's actually something that honestly, it's one of the first places
the
I actually
Canadian
tried
burger, man.
the great Canadian burger. Of course,
Canadian.
man. From Toronto, we gotta have the great Canadian. It has to nothing else, right?
Yeah.
But to be quite like to go ahead from there, like I would say definitely like a lot of the restaurants at Ridgeway there, it's a little bit overwhelming. But for me, like a close 4th is definitely Mutabak Karak, man. That chai just hits differently. Like Yemeni chai, man.
I asked for top 3, not top 4.
Yeah,
man.
it's okay, bro. I'm trying to give you more options here. Like you tell me you go there, you have no options at the end of the day. I'm trying to make you expand your horizon,
Yeah, no, I got that. But like, I mean, for me, I really like Third Food Street as well, but Mutabak is something that I've grown into.
Okay. Mutabak is something that's, I would recommend to anybody. Anyways, tell me more, man. Like any other food places you've tried other than Ridgeway recently?
I really like Sultan Ahmed. I'm really into Turkish cuisines.
Oh, I have a friend of mine who loves Turkish cuisines, man. Arish, man, he loves Turkish cuisines, bro. All he ever wants to do is just go for Turkish. Eat meats all day, man. This guy's like, yo, the brisket there slaps.
Yeah. No. Turkish. I like Sultan Ahmed. I really like Aga as well. We're truly blessed in Toronto, as far as the food scene over here, and in terms of the variety, the Afghan cuisines, the Turkish cuisines, the Iraqi cuisines, there's also a Somalian restaurant there, Hamdi's. I've heard
Hamdi's is actually
I've
really
heard
good. If
things
you've never
about
had Hamdi's, I highly recommend going there, man. They're so
it.
good, bro.
Yeah, I love to try that. So as far as we're really blessed in that regard. So Mutabak is for the chai, if you recommend.
Mutabak, I would recommend 100%. Mutabak or Chachi's. Chachi's actually, they give you a little Biscoff cookie with your chai, bro. That Biscoff cookie just makes the whole thing taste so much better.
I'm also really, I don't know why recently, initially I thought it was a bit too sweet. But kanafas or something I'm growing into.
I am not a fan of kanafa in general. Like I don't like kanafas, the food itself. Just like you don't like fruits, I don't like kanafas.
Yeah, why?
I don't know, man.
It's dessert.
It's a texture. I think it's a texture. I cannot handle that texture of the cheese. It's a very cheesy texture or the creamy texture. I'm just not a fan of it, to be honest with you.
I forgot the restaurant's name, but like when I told the person that was cooking, I told them that, hey, try not to make it as sweet. For me, it's too sweet sometimes.
Was it Kunafani?
I think so. It's a new shop that opened up.
Yeah, Kunafani. That's beside the Nihari place.
Yeah. No, but going back, like I think it's a bit like it's very, very. It gets overwhelming in Ridgeway, and like it's crowded, and I'm surprised I haven't seen. There's a cricket court there too, I think.
Yeah,
And
they
I'm
have net set up there with a basketball court right beside it, basketball and volleyball.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen basketball there. Speaking of basketball,
Yeah, man.
did you see? Are you doing okay, man? Your boy Steph Curry went down.
Bro, why you got to bring that up, man? I'm a little hurt by it. Come on, you don't need to bring
But
it
hey,
up.
man, they did win game one.
Which is great without Curry. I mean, Curry was there up until about halftime or a little bit before half,
I
second
think
quarter.
first quarter. I think he scored like 13 points, and I think he just left.
Yeah, I think sometime midway first quarter or sometime near the end of first quarter, or even like somewhere into second quarter, I think he went off to.
But like good, credit to Warriors. Like I mean, Draymond and Jimmy and Donkey Hield, man. He's killing it, man.
Oh, Hield is.
You guys wouldn't win Game 7 without him.
Oh, definitely. I 100% agree with you there. Hield is gone, like, is coming to the best two-way player in the whole league right now. I don't know what's going on with him. I mean, he's been going up and down the court. He's been putting up threes.
He's literally been another splash brother.
Oh, yeah,
It's
agreed.
like 7, 8 threes, like something crazy.
It's the Curry effect, bro.
Yeah, it is. It
The
really.
chef's stirring the pot and the curry is warm.
Honestly, man. Like, did you watch the Knicks game?
Bro, don't even get me started. The Boston Celtics have just folded twice now. 20-point lead twice? How do you do that, man?
Making James Harden very proud.
I think, James Harden would be happy to see that.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
because,
these are the guys I trained,
Hey, man, Yusuf, I might be wrong, but bro, like, I felt the first two games were exact copies of each other. It's like you missed game one and you go into game two. It's like the same thing that happened.
Yeah,
they were up like 20 points. I think they went and they
Boston
lost.
they just folded. They literally just started to just the fourth quarter hit, and all I remember seeing is Mikal Bridges walked in with 0 points.
I think
in the fourth.
Mikal Bridges did the game-winning play in game one as well.
Yeah, he came in with 0 points in the fourth quarter. He had 0 points coming into the fourth quarter in the second game.
I think he had
and he ended up with like 14 points, I believe it was, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy the way he ended up finishing the game off. It was wild.
Yeah. No, it was wild to me, man. Like, it's just like, I don't know how. Like, it just goes back to the analytics that's been going on in the NBA that's completely corrupted the NBA. I understand the 3-point shot. I get it. But, hey, man, you missed 30, 40 3-pointers in the game. Hey, man, go to the basket. Go for a layup. Shoot some free throws, man. If your shot ain't going, then go to the basket. These NBA players these days don't have IQ, man.
I mean, look at Tatum, look at Jaylen Brown, right? Like, these guys, I don't know what happened to them. Tatum just completely disappeared. I mean, some people are saying that Tatum could be the next face of the league. I disagree with that completely, but like,
Who do you think is the face of the league?
I think it's Ant-Man, man. All day Ant-Man, bro. Anthony Edwards is the next guy. He is going to take the mantle. I am telling you that right now. He is going to be number one.
So is he
and he's going to go ahead and take over that face of the league title.
What makes him the face of the league? Because I have a lot to say to this. Go ahead.
He's got so much flair, bro. What do you mean?
He does have flair.
I think so, man. I think he's going to take over after LeBron and Curry are gone. Like, LeBron and Curry have been the face of the league for the last few years, last 10, maybe 15 years.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, as soon as they're gone, Ant-Man all the way, man.
You think so?
I believe so. Americans believe in this American dream that they must have one of their own as the face of the league. That's how the NBA is going to position the whole thing, right? And from there on out, you're going to look at it going forward.
Go ahead, man. I'll respond. Go ahead.
No. I'll let you go ahead.
No,
I'll
no,
let
go
you.
ahead,
You're being
go
very
ahead.
patient. I can see the anxiousness on your face.
Yeah.
I see your ears basically starting to have like some steam coming out of it. Your face is all red.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just the new face of the league had 1 point in the first half.
That's amazing, no?
No, that's 1 point. That's one more point than me and you.
But so did Mikal Bridges. He had 0 points going into the fourth.
No, but his points, his 14 points that he scored, actually led to a W. While you got embarrassed in the first game. However, as far as the face of the NBA, there's two things I would like to say when it comes to being the face of the NBA. Number one thing is basketball resume. He has the number two thing in order, which is charisma, flair, excitement. Right? He has that in order. He is fun and exciting to watch.
He is definitely really fun to watch, really exciting to watch, and I think he's gonna get all those basketball. His resume is gonna get better and better. He's only been in the league 3 or 4 years now. This is his fourth year. People are expecting way too much from him right off the rip.
No,
man.
but he's going around saying I'm the best in the world and everything. And for me, it's like you don't have the basketball resume. He hasn't led the league in jersey sales. He hasn't even made it to the NBA 2K cover, one of the greatest games ever. So these things all come into play. I would give it to Jason Tatum, but it's just that he's too freaking boring.
Bro, what do you mean? I agree. Tatum is boring, but he's not a bad player. He's a really good player. He is a generational talent.
He's that student in class that's getting B pluses and A minuses.
But what about Ant? Ant is the clown of the class?
Yeah, people like him though.
That's what it is. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man.
Jason Tatum is just there doing his job, and he's
doing great.
And he's going home. He's just going home. He's literally the J. Cole of basketball. Great. Man. He's great rapper, great artist, good, sales, everything. But it's just that when it comes to Drake and Kendrick, it's not even that J. Cole cannot be as good as them. It's just that he doesn't have the charisma. He's not arrogant and cocky like Kendrick go ahead.
He brought the flame. That's all I gotta say. You gotta remember that. Bitch, I got the flame. Come on, bro. One of the greatest songs J. Cole's ever.
I forgot the song. What's the song called again?
It's called Bitch, I Got the Flame, bro. He shot that in one take. You know that, right? It was literally, he was walking down the train tracks and it started and he shot it in one take. It was one of the best, music videos ever shot.
You mean Who Dat?
I think it could be that. Who Dat? I think that was the song's name, but Bitch, I Got the Flame is like the main line of it. Who Dat? Bitch, I Got the Flame. That's the song. That's the song.
I mean, I would resonate with you a lot more if you actually give me the correct song name.
I mean, it doesn't need to be the correct song name. You know what I was talking about. That's all that matters. My point got across, bro.
But Jason Tatum, he's a great player, got a great resume, but he just lacks charisma. And I love the fact that you brought this up. It doesn't have to be American.
Do you think it has to be somebody that's not American, or do you think
I think the game is global?
Is just pushing it only because he's American.
I think the game is global. I mean, if you're exciting to watch, and if you have a basketball resume, you should be the face of the NBA. Period. That's how I see it. It doesn't have to be that, oh, he's American. Like, I think the NBA was struggling with that. They were trying to push Zion Williamson and John Morant. Zion Williamson cannot put the sandwiches down.
I think Zion's like eating those sandwiches like you eating the wops, bro.
Yeah, guilty as charged, man. I mean, but I'm not in the NBA. Like Zion, they're trying really hard for Zion or Ja to be the face of the NBA. Now Ant-Man, I'm not saying Ant-Man can't be it. It's just that I feel that he could be. It needs to be seen. It needs to be proven. It would be Jason Tatum, but it's just that he's too freaking boring, man.
Oh man, I completely agree with you. You know what else is very boring?
Yeah,
watching Jokic sometimes. He is a great player.
Yeah,
he is definitely a great player to watch. But he's definitely somebody who puts up a lot of numbers. But he's just so boring to watch at times, man. Like I look at that. Like, and now he's up for the race again. He's by far the best player in the NBA. No, but he's up for the race again for MVP?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I think SGA deserves that.
I think Jokic might still be the MVP.
No, I really don't think so, man.
Make your case.
SGA he's leading his team towards the playoffs here. What they did yesterday in the playoffs was ridiculous. The record that they have set for the league, best record in the whole league for the OKC. Then also on top of that, SGA is scoring leader, steals leader. He has made a great point for a case for himself.
He's great. He's been great,
and he has been amazing throughout the whole season. He's going with these juniors, these little sophomore players, whatever it is, that he's working with, and he's actually getting up here and he's actually proving a point to everybody. Like, I am worth it. I am that player. I am able to go ahead and be the MVP.
I think Jokic is still the MVP. I hear you about SGA. Future Toronto Raptor, by the way.
We hope so.
Let's start the propaganda right now. We'll be the first one that starts the propaganda.
SGA
to the Raptors very soon. However, Jokic, what he's done this season, triple-double as a center. Your coach and GM just got fired at the 79th or 80th game of the season. That means indirectly and metaphorically, you're pretty much throwing in the towel for the season. He's literally, I've seen him coach right now because the coach is relatively new, and you made it to the second round. You beat the Clippers too. A lot of people picked the Clippers to win, and you're still in the mix. And I also think that he's just crazy, man. He's the most valuable player to me.
No, I get it. You have a very good point there. I'm definitely gonna go ahead. We can touch.
Let's be honest and let's be frank. You're picking SGA because he was on your fantasy team.
Guilty as charged, man. Guilty as charged. Okay, fine. You know what? I did pick him because he was in my fantasy league, but he has also been one of the best players in the league, and I do
No question
think
about
that he is definitely the candidate for MVP here. Now, coming to fantasy, I believe that with fantasy league itself,
What's the
it gets
ironic?
tricky.
Yeah, what's ironic thing is that, bro, like the last 2 years,
Yeah,
the MVP candidates
yeah.
were exactly the same, and the two best fantasy players,
Yeah.
1 and 2, has been Shea and Jokic. It's so ironic to
It's
me.
so weird. Yeah, I completely agree with you. But like, on the actual like,
And by the way,
fantasy
Shea is the only reason why he made the playoffs. By the way,
come on, that was not the only reason I made the playoffs. I had a great team around Shea. To be fair, right? That team was a strong team. Yeah, I understand Shea was a big part of it. Shea did make a big difference, but he's not the only reason I made playoffs. I made the playoffs the year before that, and the year last year, not this year, but last year when I
did
made
you make the playoffs this year?
I just barely made the cut. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
I don't respond to guys that don't make playoffs. Sorry.
All right, buddy, relax. Okay.
What was your team called?
I think last year was the Knickerbockers.
What was your team called this year?
The
Curry
Curry
squad.
squad. I think it was the Curry squad this year.
I should call my team Del Curry.
Get out, my daddy. Relax.
No, my team was definitely.
No, it wasn't that, bro. You made playoffs at like the 7th position, 8th position.
Look, I had to pick 14th, man. What do you want me to say?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You still made playoffs at like 7th or 8th. You're making it look like you're like top 3 in the playoffs right now, bro.
It doesn't matter if you get in by inch or a mile. You made the playoffs.
Come on, bro.
My goal was that my team, as long as my team is better than yours, I was good.
Oh, is that all it is? Is that all fantasy is? You
Yeah.
don't care about winning. You just want to beat me every year, yeah?
Yeah. You beat me in the matchups, but I'm like, as long as I finish,
I did beat you in the matchups. Yeah, unfortunately, I got very unlucky. I think towards like near the end of it, and I started getting a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
So that really screwed me this year. And also, I made a very bad pick as my first pick. I don't want to go to that. Let's move on.
No, and
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, Ant was not bad, but like you could have gone. You could have gone
I
Hallie.
think-
You could have gone Hallie.
I could have gone Halliburton. I think that might have been the better option. I think that was my biggest mistake there, but it's okay. I mean, fantasy league is fun.
Yo, man,
it
our
is-
league
it's-
was too competitive.
It's
bro.
always been competitive, bro.
14-man league, man.
Yeah, 14-man league is very competitive, especially when you're picking 14th, right?
Yeah, man. It was like the last pick. I had to like guess, and you know, I had to.
But you know what? You had Sabonis.
Yeah, I had some bonus and Harden. I mean, that's not too bad. But you're the worst. You start colluding with your boys.
I didn't collude with anybody. I didn't collude with anybody. I don't know what you're talking about.
When he starts to lose, he starts making these terrible trade offers.
Oh, no.
Trying to strong arm the
I
other
am not
team.
making those trade offers. I get some trade offers. Certain offers I get from people.
Like who? Like what?
My boy Asif, man. Like this guy loves. I mean, Asif, bro, come on, man. Send some better trade offers next year.
Yeah, like what? Like Draymond Green and D'Anthony Melton for LeBron James or something crazy.
I don't know, something like that, bro. But like, he definitely sends some wild offers around. But I do send some. Sometimes I do send some crazy ones out too, just for fun. But I do it because you veto everything, man. Like, bro, why do you gotta veto every little trade that we make? Every trade, you're like, oh, what's going on? I gotta veto this. I gotta veto that.
Because bro, like you're over here giving terrible offers, and you're over here trying to make the other team much stronger. Some guys in our league they're very, very, very good.
They're good, man. I know. There's hats off to like one of the people that I think is really good in the league is your brother, man. Your older brother, Imad. I think Imad is like really. He's one of the best guys. Like last year when he was seventh, and I was number 2 when I was in the playoffs.
Yeah.
As number 2, he beat me in the playoffs. Like the way he did that, man. I hats off to him. Like, yo, Imad, good on you, bro.
Yeah, no, not
But,
that.
like-
That was the most funniest thing in the world because bro, this guy was so confident too. He's like,
No.
I'm gonna win, bro.
No, but okay, I did to be fair.
Yeah.
In that scenario there specifically versus his team, the
Yeah.
only reason he beat me was because he had like 46 games and I had like 35 games. And unfortunately, I couldn't really drop anybody because everyone, like, all my players are like properly in, like they're all healthy.
Yusuf's a sore loser.
I never said I was a sore winner, bro. What do you mean?
I'm just playing with you.
Yeah.
But overall, man, it's like if you guys, if you all play fantasy, man, overall it just gets way too competitive. Guys are like colluding. Guys are staying up at like 3-4 a.m. at night to get the roster
I
spots,
know.
claims. Like it was so competitive, man.
Bro. This year what I did was me and Asif, we started actually a team, and like we started a fantasy league with our cricket team.
Yeah.
And dude, it was a shit show.
Did you make the playoffs there?
No, I didn't make the playoffs. You know, bro, I didn't make the playoffs.
Guys, do you guys see the pattern here?
But to be fair, in that team I had AD.
Yeah.
And I had Sabonis, and literally like 3 weeks before playoffs
Yeah.
or something like that, AD got traded. And as soon as AD got traded, AD didn't play for like a month after he got traded or whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
So I had no AD for like a month into our playoffs. I had no AD.
Yeah.
Sabonis was injured or something. He got hurt, so he was out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that just tanked all my stats because those are my big 2 stat getters. Like Sabonis honestly was averaging double. He was doing well.
He's really good.
He was doing really well, and then AD on top of that, like this guy is built like a glass, bro. I swear to God, you pick him up and like he literally took a flight from LA to Dallas and he broke somewhere.
Yeah. No, I got that. No, but guys staying up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., IL pluses. It was hectic, man.
Bro. Oh, we gotta, dude. Going next year, we gotta make some changes. Like big changes coming, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Like we're definitely gonna, take out the 5 IL pluses and 2 ILs.
Sorry, Asif, you can't be picking up all those players
man.
as soon as the league starts, man. We're very sorry, bro.
Yeah, and I will definitely look into, I like the snake model. I definitely want to introduce the auction model as well, bro. Like it fairs things.
It's gonna happen though. I don't think people are gonna be okay with the auction. I like the auction.
It's the most fair though.
It is the most fair, but do you think people are gonna be okay with doing the auction?
The draft is just too long. That's the only thing.
Yeah, of course, right? It definitely gets a little bit longer, and at that point is where we gotta be more. And then look, I think we also need to extend the league, man. We finished too early.
I think it's the best time to do it, bro.
Really? Why?
Because I feel like people start doing like lottery teams start for example your boy Larry Markin he started sitting out
my boy, it's your boy, buddy.
Larry Markin wasn't that your number 2 pick anyways?
I think he was.
Yeah, because guys start tanking, and guys start like
that's not the reason I didn't make playoffs.
Yeah, the guys start tanking, people start sitting off. I think right after the All-Star break, maybe 1 or 2 weeks, I think it's time to start make the playoffs because the longer it goes, man, I mean, it can work for people that have injuries, and you can make a strong comeback.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
No, but I think people overall, like guys start to sit off. But overall, man, that the fantasy league, man, our league is way too competitive overall, man. But it's like, I would like if it was. Thank God it's done. You're talking about extending it. Thank God it's done. I would miss my son's birthday and my wife's birthday this week, man. My son's birthday, I did it last week. Thank God, man.
It was your wife's birthday, man?
No, my wife's birthday is this week. My son's birthday was last week. We went to like the water park and stuff. It's like 10, 11 guys. It's like the Brown Baywatch.
It was the Brown Baywatch. Oh my God, bro. Have you made plans to go for your wife's birthday yet? I wanna just ask.
I got some things in my head, yes.
Okay, I have the best place for you to take to her.
Tell me.
Nawab's.
What? Why?
Bro, you can literally take her there. They have the best, amazing pizza. You can put pineapples on the pizza. It would be great, like fantastic.
Oh, bro, I've been married for like 10 years and like you're going to screw things up, bro.
Nothing's going to happen, man. I'm sure your wife enjoys Nawab's just as much as you do, bro.
This guy's trying to get me in trouble, man. But I got some plans in my head.
Okay. Well, how about this? You go ahead on that date.
Yes.
Tell us how it was,
yes.
And I'll catch you next week, bro.
It's a surprise.
Take care, everybody.